So, we enter the castle. Well, we're not in the castle yet. This is just like a hidden pathway on the way to the garden. Here's that blue-haired guy, and he seems to be fatally wounded. I guess he fell down that hole and broke his bones or something. So we got his sword and shield. Shield isn't that useful yet. Can't protect very much. But we'll need a sword to fight the guards in the castle. And here I'll show you how to use the lamp. And as you can see, it makes the room a little bit brighter. So we'll have use of that later. You'll see. And here's the garden. A lot of bushes here, if you want to ride for rupees. This is a good place. There will be better places later on, so don't stick around for too long. And yeah, about the rupees, you can actually collect to 999 right away if you want. You don't need to like upgrade your wallet or something. And this is actually my first time playing. I haven't done a practice run or something, but I still knew where to go because I played this game a lot when I was younger. And you see there are different color on the guard's armor. There are green ones and blue ones. So the green ones, they are the easiest kind. See, they die pretty easily there. The blue ones can take one more slash from the sword. I mean, normal slash. Green ones can take 2 slashes. Blue one can take 3. And yeah, then there are red guards too, but we won't meet them anytime soon. We got a small key which opens that door. Yeah. And here you can actually push the enemies down the bottomless pit. I don't know if it's bottomless, it seems so, but it's a cheap way to kill enemies. So it doesn't really matter how much health they have or how powerful they are. If you push them down there, they'll die. And yeah, that's not the last time we'll do that. There'll be plenty of dungeons ahead where there'll be like pits like those. And up here I think the doors will magically lock, and you need to defeat the enemies in the room in order to get the doors open. Like that. So that's how that works. And here we get the boomerang, and to equip the boomerang you just enter the equipment menu and put the cursor over the boomerang and then exit the equipment menu. And you will have the boomerang equipped. So it's not like in Ocarina of Time where you put the items on different slots. You can only have one item equipped per time, so to speak. And here's the prison, where the princess is held captive. And this guard here is kind of like a mini-boss. He's rather powerful, he can take a lot of damage, and he can dish out a lot of damage. But the boomerang will paralyze him for a short amount of time, so make sure to use it with the sword. And I almost died there, but I managed to kill him before he killed me. And I remember when I was younger, I always went for the chest first, and then I rescued the princess. Because, well, when I was young, I thought girls weren't that important. Money is more important than girls. Whatever. And I think in the left cell there will be hearts, so I'll go pick those up before I head out. I'll need those hearts. So we'll have to backtrack all the way back to the first room of the castle, like the big entrance room. So if you don't want to see me go all the way back there, you can skip ahead a minute or two. So yeah. And we're actually going to the throne room. There will be a dialogue where the princess says that there's a hidden path in the throne room. So we'll go there and see what we can do about it. And well, I'm usually not the type that goes around and kill everything in every room. When I was young, I always did that because I felt like cleaning the place up. But now I'm just kind of speed running this because I want to get started with the real quest. So yeah. And now that we're back in the entrance room, there will be a dialogue. Secret passage in the throne room, yeah. And that's upstairs. So we'll go there. So this is the room that you saw in the introduction part. And that ornamental shelf. We need her help to push it because it's like it hides a passageway. As you see. And now you'll see how the lamp works in darkness, like that. So yeah. And I don't know if I'm lighting a torch here. I probably don't, but you'll see later that it's pretty useful to do that in dark areas. Otherwise, if you don't really know where to go, I mean, it's pretty difficult to see where you're supposed to go when it's dark around you. Yeah, and here's where I totally fail at fighting. Yeah, down to 1 health again. I'll probably have like some time to practice fighting before I upload the next part, because I don't want to fail totally like I do here, not knowing how to fight the enemies. Anyway, yeah, here you see how it looks. So it's still pretty dark, but you can see where everything is. And yeah, this first part of this is like the first dungeon you're ever in. So it's not that big, but still, if you don't know where to go, it can be pretty confusing. And these rats, if you want to grind for money, this is a good place, because these rats drop a lot of rupees. Sometimes they even drop red rupees, that's like worth 10 green ones. And yeah, I don't know if there's so much to say about this here. There was a red rupee, saw it. So yeah, this is a good place for grinding for rupees. And I don't really know why I'm staying here. I should just progress with this. Yeah, whatever. And I think here's where you have to kill a rat to get the key. So, hunting for rats. And there it is. And yeah, here you don't need any more torches, because, well, the walls do have their own torches lit. And as you can see, we're getting a good amount of rupees, already 67 I think it says. So yeah, and there are a lot of places in a game where there are like rupees to find, like in chests and stuff. You'll see in the next part, probably, when I enter the village. I'll have like 200-300 rupees, I think. And here's the end of that dungeon. Finally. Never thought it was gonna end, actually. Well, I did, but anyway. Here's a kind of long dialogue where those two tell me that I must not fail. I probably will do countless times, but I'll just retry and do it again. And in that chest to the left, there's a heart container. I mean a full heart container, not like just a heart piece. It'll give me a 4th heart, which is pretty good. Yeah, and that's that for this part, I guess. So yeah, I'll stop it here because we're getting close to 10 minutes. So see you in the next one. Bye.